Huh? What do you think, Chloe? Hmm? Come in. Oh, don't knock me over. All right, so I want to give you guys an update on the escape. Oh, where is it? Where are you, little fella? There we go. So I'll show you where we're at. Oh, come on. Let's see here. You can see, I should have no codes, just the P1000, which we have. So that's a Ford code when the readiness monitors are not set. Now I did take it out today and run a drive cycle on it. So we should be able to look at, oops, we don't want to go there. We want to go to special test. Go down to the monitors. Everything should be set except the evap. So there you can see everybody is happy except the evap, which we had no codes for prior. Fords are tricky to run the evap monitor in, and I'm not going to do it. So I'm happy. They're going to be able to get a inspection sticker, assuming it passes mechanically. Of course, no longer have a check engine light, nor do we have the battery light on. Now I did go ahead and already put the car back together. You know, slid the cooling fans back in it. I wish I could show you the alternator, but you can see, you know, with the fans and all that garbage back in it, you can't see it. I mean, you can see the end of it, but that's about it. It's a little more accessible from underneath. Now to change the alternator, I just didn't have the time today. I mean, I've got this escape here, of course this one, got the heads off that Honda over there. Big job going on that other Caravan. If we go out in the parking lot, I've got them parked out into the street right now. There was just no way I could record that for you folks. I do, however, feel like I owe you a follow-up. You know, from the first part of this, it's going to be a real short video. You know, we diagnosed the alternator. I showed how to do that, verify that, you know, the wiring is good back to the ECM. It is sending the signal even though it wasn't, you know, shorted. You know, as the code would indicate, it was, you know, simply a faulty alternator. The alternator on this is easy. If you're doing one of these, don't, you know, I had pulled the fans out just for the purpose of, you know, demonstration so we could get to that connector and test it. You can get to it from underneath. You'd be really stretching to, you know, to get to the connector. However, changing the alternator, do it from underneath. You know, pull the wheel off, pull the little splash shield off, take the 3 bolts out of the AC compressor, you know, unplug it, let it hang out of the way, and then take the 2 nuts off the bottom of the alternator, the 1 bolt off the top, of course, you know, disconnect the alternator electrically, and then pull the 2 studs out of the block. They take like an E8, E10, something like that. Pull the 2 studs out, then the alternator, literally, it falls out on the ground. It's not overly difficult. But I just wanted to follow up with you guys, let us know, you know, let you know that we were right. We did make the right call on that. We were right on the fuel tank pressure sensor, which you had seen. And didn't I just mention that it had no evap codes in it? Wasn't thinking. But we've seen, you know, clearly in the first part of the video, that was, you know, 100% confirmed fix. We went from being open circuit voltage, you know, 5 volts. It wasn't plugged in, or it was a cruddy connection. I've looked back through the footage to tell, but we could tell once we plugged it in, everything was happy. You know, we wiggled the connector, tap, beat, did whatever we had to do. It never changed. When I was monitoring that data going down the road, that all stayed steady too. And you could see it change as the vapor management valve was opening, or the purge solenoid, I guess, in this case. And that's it. So, sorry for the short one. Wish I could have brought you along, but I'm getting obliterated today. So it's the best you're going to get. You know where to find us, socials, all that business. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.